Hello guys and welcome. Today we want to talk about the dialog component in the framework. So you may be wondering, why do we have so many controls on the UI? Well, we're going to see the purpose why I've added these controls. So what is a dialog? Well, a dialog is a UI which presents some information to the user. It could be some information to confirm or information to input or any other information to the user. So let's have a demo. We have this button, the click me button, and let's uncomment the back code. It's simply a message box with some text. So let's run this and let's see what we get. And when we click, we get a dialog. So what are some of the features of a dialog? As you can see, it has a drop shadow around it. This dialog has a drop shadow. It has a button. It also closes. And when we click anywhere, want to click any of the controls, we cannot. We get an error warning because a dialog takes precedence. A dialog takes precedence in an application. We cannot do any other action unless we confirm the dialog or we give attention to the dialog and complete the action or provide the needed information. Let's close this and stop the application. So this is the default that we get in the Visual Studio .NET framework. What can we do when we want to have a custom dialog? We have a solution. We have this component that is called custom dialog. Let's search for dialog. There we have it. It's a message dialog. This is a custom dialog. So out of the box, as you can see there, we have an OK button. We can provide a caption which acts as a title. We can provide an icon. We can set the parent of this component. We can provide a style and also some text. So we want to go to the background and see what we get also from the show method. As you can see, we can call the show method as it is, or we can provide the text parameter. We can provide the text and caption parameter. So we want to call it as it is right now, and we want to provide some text and caption. So caption, let's just write dialog title. So let's come here. That's dialog title, and let's change to the text, some text come in, something like this. Let's change the icon to information, and let's set the parent to form 1, and the styling is default. We're going to see the light style and the dark style. Let's run the application and see. So we have not changed the styling, it's default. We have not changed the buttons as well. It's an OK button. Let's run. Right. Can you see some changes here? First of all, the background is great. Now we are not able to interact with other controls that we have. Remember, you may be wondering, why do we have those controls? We wanted to demonstrate that they are grayed out to show that we cannot interact with the background controls. The default does not provide any graying out functionality. So this gray out serves a purpose to give focus on the dialog and gray out the rest of the application. This improves performance, and this also improves the user experience. They would take less time to understand what is happening. Right away they can see that this is a dialog and my attention should be on this UI first, and when it is closed, now they can interact with the rest of the application. Let's close this. Now let's try to change the theming of this dialog. As we have said, the buttons is the OK button by default, and the styling is default. So let's change the styling to light, and let's change the OK button to OK and cancel, and let's run the application. Let's see what we have. Now when we run, we can see we have the light theme We have the OK button, we have the cancel button. When you click cancel, it closes. When you click OK, it closes. Remember that this is a dialog result, so we can handle these results. And if you see here, the text, the first letter of the text is an underline. This shows that if you press that particular letter on your keyboard, the action with that first letter underlined will be fired or triggered. If we press O, it will close. If we press C, it will close again. And when we go to the background, after the dialog name, we can see that we have several options. We can also set the icon in code, the text. We can also set the style. We can also set the buttons. As we have said, the buttons are type message dialog buttons. So these are message dialog buttons. They can also be set in the code or in the background. Let's change the styling from light to dark and see what we get. Let's run the application. There you have it. It's now a dark theme or style, and some ripple effects or animations are applied to the buttons as well. There you have it. So we have a number of icons that can be used. We have only used the information icon, so we can change to any other icon. We can change to none, no icon, to error, to question, to warning, and so forth. Let's try to see how the error icon looks like. So this is the icon that we have. So please guys, go ahead and try to use this dialog, and as you can see, it gives further functionalities, graying out the background and so forth. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.